So ICT in education can be used in two different ways. Number one, where it helps to provide e-education, right? Or what we say, electronic education. When electronic tools are brought into the present structure of the education itself. The second one, where it helps to provide distance education. Or what we call as e-learning. So e-education and distance education are two different modes where the ICT can be helpful in improving the complete set. When we look up to the type of tools which are being provided over here, the e-education helps in improvement of the present generation of the classrooms. Then it helps to bring in smart classrooms, helps to bring in smart boards and notebooks or diaries, right? It helps to improvise the complete structure or the administration of the schools also currently. So it helps to bring in learning management system, right? Then it also helps to improvise the overall interaction of the students in a particular classroom. So displays and projection tools can also be brought in that helps to increase the overall interaction. Display tools, the projection tools, that can also be brought in over here. Then it can also help in bringing the simulation in learning, right, where different models or electronic models can be brought into. So the realistic learning can be brought in from the electronic tools itself, right? So we can have virtual reality, we can have augmented reality, which can be brought into place, right, and can help to improvise the overall state of delivery of the education in the classroom itself, right? There could be the other mode where the remote delivery of the education and various tools for this can also be identified, right? The first and foremost tool which can be utilized is when we can store the amount of education delivery systems or the amount of education related content, and we can store them over certain storage devices and they can be physically given to a student in the remote areas itself, right? That could be something where the storage devices like CD, DVD, Blu-ray disc, these all we have seen earlier also, right? Holographic versatile disc, right? Even pen drives, then even cloud-based storage, they all can be brought into place and they can be helpful in the delivery of the content at the remote location. The predefined videos, content or text, pictures, multimedia, they can all be stored over these devices and can be given for education in the remote and distant areas also, right? Then there could be the utility of networks, where Internet of Things can be brought in, right? Internet of Things can be useful over here. Internet of Things can also be useful over here in improving the state of classroom, where smart classrooms are being spoken of, right? IoT can be a particular tool which can be over here. Now, based on network itself, there could be other delivery tools. Based on internet itself, there could be delivery tools like there could be teleconferencing with the help of web conferencing or video conferencing. The the education can be delivered, or the tools of education can be created, and obviously remote or the distant users can be supplemented, or they can be sufficed for their needs. That can also be taken up, right? Then there could be other modes of relay of education, like based on network itself. There could be massive online open courses or open education resources which can be created, right, where the videos can be captured over the platforms, over the internet platforms, and can be relayed in an open license form or in closed license form to a set of users, right, MOOC, and we'll look up to the details of that also. Then there could be social media tools, where we can have forums, internet forums, even discussion forums can also be brought in over here, which can also be helpful, right, as a particular tool for the delivery of education, right. Then we can have online videos which can be made available over the social media platforms, right. Multiple applications which can be driven over the network based systems, they can also be one aspect of or tool of delivering the education into the remote area. Then in the remote areas itself, the satellite based delivery of education, where TV relay, even radio links can be created, though they may not be satellite based exactly, they can be wireless, right. But then DTH can also be used. VSAT is also one technology which can be used for the relay of education, right, which can also be one aspect of it. The satellite based learning can also be brought in over here. Then over the internet based platforms, we can create repositories, directories of education related contents. We can create digital libraries which can help in storage, retrieval, assessment of different types of the educational content, right. So that can also be one aspect of the technology enabled learning also, right. So in this way, the ICT, when we speak about, when we think of ICT, can be helpful in providing education to different places, or in distant places, or remote learning, right, or it can be helpful in improving the present state of learning that we have. In this way, ICT can create many tools relative to improvement of the education itself, right, or the basic role of ICT would be from these tools itself. Now, in majority of these tools, we have spoken of display earlier, and we have spoken of Internet of Things and the role of IoT in education, that has also been spoken. The smart classroom systems over there and IoT we have discussed. CD, DVD, Blu-ray disc, the technicalities of it has also been understood. Pen drives, cloud-based storage, cloud computing has already been discussed, and cloud and education-related scenarios we have discussed earlier also, right. Then network, we have already discussed. Social media and the basic role of it in education has also been discussed earlier, right. So precisely, we can look up to some of the tools over here, like smart classrooms, smart boards, learning management system, virtual reality, augmented reality, they would be discussed, right. Then we can also discuss about the MOOCs, open education resources which are being developed, VSAT, digital libraries. These would be some of the tools that we will discuss presently, right, with this particular class, and rest of them are also there which can be assimilated. While we are, if a particular question is being asked, then these all tools must be mentioned properly at least. If you are not in a particular state that you would mention each and every tool, right, then at least this flow chart would help you out, right, because this will give the examiner a particular idea that yes, the student understands the basic nature of the tools which are being employed upon in digital education.